My friend, if you can't see what RUTO is doing to this country, my friend, then we tumekubarisha upige kelele ukisema tutam. RUTO is killing the future, the dreams and aspirations of our children in this country. When Kibaki came, he said free secondary and free primary education. Uhuru tried to maintain it. This week, Kenyans are receiving devastating news about the education system in Kenya. I want us to read with you what body, the news body, is giving to Kenyans this week. Alafu sikia Kenya wengine wakisema tutam. RUTO is taking all of us down. Let me read with you. News update from the Standard. New secondary capitation is 16,900, down from 22,244. Treasury body announces once government cannot sustain free primary and secondary education. Government cannot sustain. We are going to an era whereby government haita fund education tena. Mpaka wazazi nyinyi ndio mtakuwa mnalipa fee. This government is killing the education system. Ilianza na primary. Watu wakasema nduru, mkafikiri ni mchezo. Sasa ni mambo na high school. Wacha sasa msikie university. I'm telling you, RUTO is going with all of us down. Standard, this week, news again. Public universities funding. Yenye tusoma nayo sisi. Sisi tunye tusoma university, we know how that thing can help children from poor background. Treasury CS band hits at staff layoffs. Yani university, wafanyikazi wa university wanaenda nyumbani. Closure of satellite campuses. Ile campuses zilikuwa zimewekwa kwa maybe different counties. Ndio watoto maskini waweze kusoma karibu na nyumbani. They will be closed down. And outsourcing in underfunded institutions. Zitapewa mtu mwenye anataka kurani university in Kenya, even if you are a drug dealer, my friend, in your government, you will be given. Says government cannot meet sponsored students' needs. Sisi tulisoma because we are government sponsored. Tulikuwa tumeambiwa ukipita form 4, kama umetoka jamii maskini na upite vizuri, my friend, utasoma huko university. Your dreams will come true. RUTO is killing all that. How can you build an affordable housing in Kirinyaga? Gorofa ya 6 unauzia mtu bed sita ya 1 million. Hapo chini yake kwa hiyo gorofa plot inauzwa 350. Mtu anachukua 500,000 ananyenga 3 bedroom. Lakini nyinyi kwa sababu ni deals na kuiba mashamba na machumba na simiti, you are just dealers. You are building those houses that Kenyans are telling you they don't need. Why don't you prioritize on education? Why are you killing education for projects that no one needs? Wakenya wamekwambia hataki hizi project, but because it is deals. What Kenyans have been telling you, waliomo na wasiomo, RUTO is going with all of us down. Wacha tuone wenye wanasema tutam na wametoka jamii maskini, how they will educate their children in universities. Let us see now.
We are not going to allow anyone to play around with the issue of free basic education. Kenya has always afforded to fund free basic education. Kenya has always afforded to pay for examinations. Hii sarakasi haitaanza. Stop those renovations you are doing in big offices. Direct that money into the education of the Kenyan children. Na nataka niseme hatuobi mambo ya free basic education. We are not begging from anyone. We are demanding that it must continue.
Hey guys. Yani niko too pissed off. Hata swali tu kidogo nauliza. Kasongo, do you care? If Kenya cannot sustain free education anymore, cause Treasury Mbadi ndo amesema. We are like now we are back to 20 years ago. Moi era. Cause at least Moi era, hata kama kukua free education, walikuwa nakunywa maziwa ya Moi. Kibaki akakuja na idea of free education. Uhuru akaiongezea 5 billion wiva. And we are expecting RUTO angetoa at around 10 billion ndio ikuwe fully sustained for free education. But instead, Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has announced that the government no longer afford to provide free primary education and secondary education. Are we not doomed? Sasa hata watu wa 10 bila brain, ebu tu wakuja justify issue. Now we are coming out from free education to no longer having free education. That is crumbling. Yani hiyo ni kuwa education kabisa. Now education is gone. We are done.
that if somebody went on the table with Kasongo, as we have seen, definitely they will lose their brain, they will lose their senses. Just like Mbadi has lost his senses, all of a sudden he's saying that we cannot afford free education.
But
that
lost
was
senses are really telling you the reality.
Wait, we will address that. That is not reality. Trevor, you can't tell me that Kibaki was able to give us free education for 10 good years. Uhuru came on board to give us free education for 10 years, even with the pandemic of COVID, and we were able to learn, me being a beneficiary. Uhuru was able to give us help loans. In as much as they delayed, we had our monies. We were able to pay for...
Okay, so, mnajaribu kutuambia, the reason why free education inatolewa ni juu hakuna enough money for it. The reason why mahospitali hazina madawa za kutosha na mnapea watu expired drugs ni juu pia hakuna enough money, right? But that's a very simple problem that can be solved very simply. How about you people slash your salaries in half? Because mnalipwa pesa mingi na mtufanyi kazi. Honestly, nyi watu mnalipwa so much money and their allowances are crazy. Yet hakuna kitu ya maana mnatufanyia. So simple solution, slash your salaries in half na mtoe hizo allowances zote. Na pesa yenyu ikuwe taxable, pia nyinyi mlipe taxes. Then this country will have so much money. And people's children will not have to drop out of school. Na hospitals zitakuwa na enough medicine. Very simple solution. Why are you people not thinking of that?
Oh, we in government. Oh, we are in government. Tumepewa treasury sasa. Hatujawahi patiwa hii since independence. We are in government now. We have been given treasury for the first time. Now listen. You know, our politicians have made us Kenyans not to be qualitative in the type of leadership that we want in the country. Qualitative. They always want us to be quantitative. That mtu wetu wako hapo. Mtu wetu wako hapo. Mimi, time yenye huyu nani alikuwa, huyu Ndungu, anaitwa this former CS of Treasury before John Mbadi aingie. A professor mwenye ujue, his works are being accredited in Oxford University Press. John Mbadi, please, don't fail us like this. John Mbadi, don't do this. I mean, we are not here to banter anyone. We are not here to banter any region. Actually, me, I'm not. I'm here to tell John Mbadi, please don't do this. You people, kama imekataa, kama imeshindikana, tuachieni nchi yetu venye mlipata. Seriously. Cause John Mbadi, nikikuonaga tu kwa parliament venye ulikuwa unaoppose vitu zenye government inajaribu kuimplement. Ukioppose kila kitu, John Mbadi. Saizi wewe ndo unatufanya hivi. John Mbadi. Hey, John Mbadi, stop doing this. Please. You guys stop doing it. Cause you are destroying our country. For real, you guys are now destroying our country. And we don't like this. I don't like this. Ukisema free education is not sustainable. It means sahi mmetoa 6,000, si ndio? Parents will be paying around 16,000. Okay, you will be paying around 16,000 for each kid in school. Haya, siku ingine tena mtatoa 6,000. Mkuwe mnalipa 10,000 until the time you guys will say free education not sustainable. Kabisa. I know that is what you want to do. Guys, please stop this. Stop this.
The future of free education in Kenya hangs in the balance. The government now says that it may no longer be able to fully fund free primary and secondary education, raising concerns about the possible impact on millions of learners. According to the Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi, the government is grappling with the ballooning number of students, far more than it had budgeted for in the current financial year, which puts an enormous strain on the free education program. In fact, capitation for secondary school learners has already been reduced. Each student will now receive 16,900 from the previous 22,244 Kenya shillings.
The budgets cannot support the 22,000 shillings.
That is a cut of over 5,000 shillings per learner, which is expected to affect the operations of public schools across the country. CS Mbadi further echoed sentiments by the Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Ogamba, who had recently hinted that the government is considering reintroducing national examination fees, which were previously scrapped off under the free education model. Free primary education was introduced in 2003 under the late President Mwai Kibaki's era, opening school doors to millions of Kenyan children. It later expanded to include free secondary education. I am sure wengi wetu tumesoma na free education, including me. But now, experts, child rights advocates, and concerned citizens are warning that the rollback of free education could push thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of vulnerable children out of school. Many may fall prey to child labor, early marriages, crime, drug and substance abuse, and long-term poverty. While the government says that it will review capitation figures if the revenue improves, the message is clear. Free education is under threat, and unless urgent action is taken, the consequences could ripple for generations. Let me know what you think about the slashing of the secondary school capitation in the comments. Please like, comment, and follow.